guys, it's Sergeant Josh. Welcome to the Well-Rounded Warrior, and thanks for watching. No one has asked, but I'm going to go ahead and give you an unsolicited opinion on what you need to survive 4 days in the wilderness, because that's what we're about to do. We're going to go out on an island on Percy Priest Lake, and we're going to go do some fun shit on water and a little bit of land. So you're going to need some equipment. You're not going to need everything, and I'm going to show you here. The main thing is you have to want to go have a good time. You'd think everybody could do that, but it's harder than it seems. So we'll get to the gear. First off, what you carry on you. Glock doesn't hurt. Neither does a spare mag. Strider for stabbies. Surefire for lighting shit up. Wallet is good. Pen, also for stabbies or, you know, writing down deep thoughts. All right, that's all I have on me because that's all I'm willing to get wet at this time. I'm gonna have a phone, but obviously because I'm, you know, low-key gangster like that, I'm recording on my phone. All right, so first thing you need if you want to go out on the water, you need a fucking boat, right? Boat. Step 2, have a paddle. Doesn't hurt. Now, this particular boat has what they call a console. Wraps around, ta-da! You can put shit in your boat. Personal flotation device. A chair for enjoying your time when you're just hanging out by the fire. All right, so now we're going to get into what it's going to take to camp. What we do is we hammock camp. We don't use tents because we ain't pussies. So we set up our hammocks, but we're not stupid. We don't want to get wet in case of a rainstorm, which I don't know if you've ever been on a lake. It happens. So you don't want to get wet, don't want all your stuff to get wet. So what we have is blue tarps for shelter. Well, we'll run a ridge line and we'll hang the tarp over the ridge line, and that'll keep us dry. Another thing we like to do, we like to not have to stand on the dirt and mud and all that other shit, twigs and poison ivy and whatnot. So we use these extra durable silver tarps to stand on. This is a good one to have. Carson was kind enough to bring this over. It's a really loud horn for when you run into drunk boaters. Works. Next, we have food type stuff. This has got all our utensils, right? They're lightweight plastic and whatnot. Got spices and condiments and scratch pads and a kniff and cheese grater and all that fun stuff that a really good how do I say, wilderness culinary experience. You'll need all of that. All right, so I have my wife's Mossio cat. Can't go anywhere without paracord. Gotta have it. American flag because America. Have a machete. That's good for batoning or, you know, making sure that the natives don't get too restless.
Drunk boaters.
Drunk boaters. Do we have a drunk boater on the land?
It sounds like it.
Nice.
I think that was a response to your mating call.
Right. Gerber, because kind of like American Express, just don't leave home without it. Trash bags, or wag bags, depending on what you do, how you use it. Everybody likes to stick wieners, so these are your wiener holders. Alright, propane for, you know, you're doing your, what's that French word for the vacuum? I did it the other day. Sous vide. Sous vide, for your sous vide steaks, or, you know, start a fire, because you're lazy and butane lighters take forever.
Nothing says you need help like a bunch of shit on fire.
Right. So, looks like some kind of brush. Alright, now we're getting into our Goal Zero battery, and this will also do a light, but this is a 1.5 amp USB charger. It is solar powered. It will recharge the battery, or if you're, you know, in a bad spot, you can crank, but it does take forever, but it's enough. Next, another battery. This is a 5,000 milliamp battery. This is probably good for 3 or 4 phone charges. We have a Fiskars folding saw It got really good reviews on Amazon. We're gonna try it out. All right, so here's some life support equipment. Always, it's good to have a milk crate because they can store a lot of shit and you know, it not come out of the top. This is a grate that we got off of Amazon, and you can set it above a fire pit so you don't just have to cook on the fire like I did last time. It's super compact, folds up real nice. We'll see how durable it is. All right, next, this is our Yeti. This is, I think, the 20, Hopper 20. It's the old style. It's been very durable. They have a new design that's way better. I recommend that. This is going to be strictly ice. We're going to fill that with ice. Come back over here to this boat. This is my personal flotation device. It's an Onyx. Right? We have another small cooler. This particular thing, I did not pack any of the food. Thank you, Molly. We all love you. This one has, looks like bread, hot dog stuff. What we did, if you'll zoom in here, so we have our food and whatnot and stuff, okay? And we have wraps and cheese whiz. So what we did to keep that cool, we froze bottles of water. This is already starting to melt. We froze bottles of water, and after they melt, we will drink them, but in the meantime, they will keep our shit cool. All right, so next, I have another super sweet chair. We have a cooler here with most of the food in it. Now keep in mind, this particular kayaking trip, we're gonna be providing food and shelter for 4 people. So you'll see my stuff, but you'll see a lot of stuff that seems like a lot for just 2 people, but it's gonna be me and Molly and Doc Carson and Christina. So we have 4 people's worth of food, so it's quite a bit. We're gonna split it up between the 2 kayaks, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, the food, frozen water, keeping the food cold. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that because I don't want to lose a whole lot of cold. Ah, shit, broke it. It's all right, it's 20 bucks. Get to that. All right, so ankle first aid kit, right? This is the Riker. You've seen video on that. I can link it right here. You see that there? A first aid kit that I borrowed from work. I'm gonna give it back, but this is kind of one of those things that, like, nobody's gonna miss it, and if I have to use it, I'll replace what's in it, and it'll be okay. So here's another bag. I have no idea what's in it, but this probably came from REI, and it's probably Molly's stuff because it's purple, and that's her thing. All right, so snacks, bacon bits, almond balls, because who doesn't like almond balls? Sounds delicious, right? Next, my backpack. My backpack, all it has is clothes, shoes, some small first aid boo-boo stuff, Band-Aids, some pills to make you feel gooder. All right, this is a big thing. Comms, right? It's a Bailfing UV5RE, right? I have all the NOAA weather stations, a couple repeaters for the area programmed into it, and I also have all the marine channels that are going to be used on Percy Priest Lake programmed in here, and they're labeled as such. Also, my Garmin Vista C E-Trex, man, for a really old handheld GPS, it still does the thing. Also in here, I have a couple microfiber towels. Again, with the console that goes there. Here we have our sleeping arrangements. So we have one Eno hammock. We have one Tribe Provisions hammock. This came from Amazon. We have 2 sets of slap straps from Eno. Tent stakes, should we need them for the tarps. It's been my experience on the islands on Percy Priest, they're mostly rocking, so you're probably not going to get to use tent stakes. But if you like to camp where there's more soil, then these will be good, and they'll hold your shit down from blowing away, at least the part that you're going to walk on. 2 inflatable pillows for your hammock. A shit ton of paracord, and we like to run a Ridgeline with a ratchet strap. We can get it good and tight. All right, guys, had a little technical difficulty. Now we're back with you. All right, picking up where we left off. Quickly, we have Eno hammock lights. They're pretty fucking sweet. They're really awesome when you get drunk and then can't find your headlamp, but you can always navigate back to your hammock. Pause. All right, what else we got in here? We got some anti-mosquito type stuff. This is off something or other. Extra strap if you need it. Tape, extra batteries, stuff like that. This is a fold-out camp table. We will show you how to put that up. We'll give you a review on it in another video. All right, more life support type stuff in a dry bag. We have cooking stuff. Here we have a really old school coffee pot, percolator type. It used to be my grandfather's. It's pretty old. Kitchen sink so you can wash your stuff. Silicone gloves so you can play in the fire, because that's always fun. Can opener, big ass spoon. And then this is the heart of the whole deal. So we have a, get it out, what amounts to a sink to wash your stuff in, a pot, a pan, handles, plates, cups, all the stuff that you would need for doing the thing. This will do up to 4 people. It's really comfortable at that. If you have more people, you just wash your stuff out, or maybe you're not worried about spreading germs. So finish it up. We got a paddle, we got a rope to tow your female types when they get tired of paddling, because that will happen. And then I'll show you what Carson's got.
Alright guys, so I'm bringing along a pop-up bug net tent. Christina did not want to use a hammock this go around, so this will be nice and airy and still get some good airflow in that. I keep the hole for that separate because it tends to want to tear the bag up pretty bad and doesn't fit in there too well. Going from there, inside of this I've got my hammock and tarp for both of us that will cover the area. I've got a War Bonnet Blackbird, just got it, so we'll see how that works. It's my first hammock that I'm using. And down inside we've got a sleeping bag and a jungle bag mashed up into that dry bag there, compressed down, so we both have some insulation should it get cold enough to need it. Probably won't, we'll see what happens. Going into here, I've got an external battery, 12,000 milliamp. I think I just got it. It's supposed to be all waterproof and shock resistant. Again, we'll see what happens. Maybe that warranty will get used. And then some extra batteries for the headlamp. Headlamp I keep here in an old school grenade pouch. Easy to access, always know where it's at. As long as you can stumble across your pack, you can get the light out. Moving to there, we've got some cordage and stakes and stuff for the tarps, tying stuff out, etc. There's an extra lighter and chem lights in here, some light sources, toggles, etc. It's kind of just the junk drawer for your pack. And then from there, I've got an MSR Guardian. This is a water filter. They do have a purifier, but it's significantly more expensive. But I've got the 2-part purifier there, so you can get it clean and remove the terrible taste of iodine. A couple Nalgene's on the side. In here, I've got an extra tarp should we need to get more coverage, or if the wind rain gets a little worse, we can throw that up on the side and cover the rest of that. Moving from there, on this pack, we've got tarp. Again, one to walk on. It's nice to be able to jump out of your hammock or your tent, not have to throw your shoes on right away. Sleeping pad for the spoon. Just, you don't want to look at that. That's lifeblood right there. Spare mag, and got all these trigger blocks just for if it's going in the pack, and for whatever reason, just gives you some flexibility. No idea if I'm going to use it or ways to like it. This is the med kit I usually keep in my pocket. This bag is compromised, so not waterproof anymore, but that will be close at hand. Moving from there, of course, you got the bug spray with the DEETs, and then the boo-boo kit separate from the medical kit, I might point out. So bandages and such, cuts, strips, etc. This is just a little camp cup I use. This can go right in the fire. It's insulated. You can pull that off, cook in it, etc. Usually my MSR stove's in there, but we don't need that this go around, so I went ahead and dumped that to clear the weight. This is the more extensive medical kit. This is going to get clipped onto whatever boat I happen to be in at the time, so it's easily accessible. Anybody can get to it. Everybody's going to know where it's at. And then we've got in here our clothes for the next couple of days, just basically a bathing suit, another change of shorts and shirt for each of us. And that'll be that. E-tool, got to dig out your cat holes. You don't want to be pooping on the ground, and I don't like using wag bags when I can avoid it, so hopefully won't have to. And then towards the bottom, we've got some flip-flops, and then a hygiene bag just with toothpaste and toothbrush and such. Outside of that, we have